Hey guys, Stefan Fischer here from All Off Road. I hope you guys are well. One other item or two items I had to test on the canning trip were the Ultravision Lightbars, the NitroMaxx 205 and the NitroMaxx 305 on the roof rack. Previously I had a cheaper light bar here at the front, so with a similar light output though, so I have a pretty good comparison there. I didn't have a roof mounted light bar on the Cruiser before. So how did the light bars go? The Ultravision NitroMaxx 205 is supposed to have around 800 meters of usable light in the distance, and I reckon my estimate is that is pretty spot on. I had around 800 meters, 750, 800 meters usable light in front of me. And to be honest, having had the fire lights before, which go 2 kilometers, for me personally, that's not usable light. So really, the light output from these light bar is exactly what I need. And that is for highway driving. We drove, for example, over the Nullarbor at night, but as well for driving in the bush. So that worked pretty well for me. I found in comparison to my cheaper light bar, which I had before, that the NitroMaxx has a much better combination of spread and distance. My other light bar didn't have 700 meters distance for sure. I reckon around 500, 550, but it had a fairly wide spread. So this here is a good combination of getting the distance, but also providing a good spread and seeing what is, in your vicinity around the car. The Ultravision light bars are made from the highest quality components in Australia, so it's not a Chinese import. All the research, all the development and the manufacturing done is in Australia. That's my normal light, which is pretty much nothing. That is a NitroMaxx light bar, the 205. Pretty neat. That's now the roof mounted light bar, which really gives good vision to the left and right. On the roof is a 305, but with a warm light, and on the front is a 205 with a cool light. Ultravision is one of the few light bar manufacturers who offer you two different color choices. You have the warmer 4000K and the cooler 5700K. While in my opinion you can't beat the 5700K for sheer brightness, the 4000K is a much warmer and eye-friendly light. On the canning and Tanami we did around 3000 kilometers of some of the heaviest corrugation you can imagine. I reckon for an average four-wheel driver he won't do as much in his lifetime. For quite some long stretches I had the front bar running during the day, because obviously we did not drive every day at night. I often run the Ultravision front light bar. Much easier for people to see me, but especially really I also want to see how they do when they're on with all the corrugation, because it is some of the worst corrugation we have here at Stretches. To see where the corrugation, which was absolutely bone shattering, would destroy the LEDs. It did not. So all of the LEDs are working, and yeah, no issue whatsoever there. And I reckon that's probably as hard a test you can put a light bar through in regards to corrugation. Water ingress, we had some pretty moist days on the Nullarbor. Actually, it felt like it was raining. So much moist was in the air. And I have not found any moist or water ingress in any of that bars. I did not put them under a submersion test, but I had one of my previous light bars replaced because it just not accumulated water but moist in it, and it would all fog up. Sure, that would burn off if you run the light bar, but again, I didn't like it that much. Absolutely zero here. The 305 with the warm light, this one has the cold light. On the roof I have the warm light with the 305. It's supposed to have a longer reach, but I didn't found that. But I think that is because of the positioning, and some of the light is taken up by the bonnet, even though it doesn't glare too much, because I found the same on the Defender. For me personally, the roof mounted light bars are not for distance. But what I found is having these bright light giving me the distance, then the roof mounted light bar really gave it that daytime feel and took that sting out of it and made it very pleasant on the eyes. And obviously this one then really would illuminate everything around me. So initially I didn't like that combination. I thought I have to do something with the roof mounted bar, for example, put it a bit further back. But I adjusted the position slightly, put it slightly higher, and now I'm actually very happy with it. So these both run together, gives me excellent illumination, everything close, and on the road 750 to 800 meter distance, and that's all I need. Yeah, I'm gonna continue running that light bars for sure, no issue whatsoever, and I really like them. That setup worked for me very well, and I did now over 10,000 kilometers and used it on road, off road. Quality wise, I only have them for 6 months, but again, the corrugation I put it through, very hard to replicate unless you do the canning. I really like the combination between spread and distance, so brilliant lights. The Ultra Vision are not it's not a budget light bar, so if you're looking for something cheap, that's not what you would look at. But if you want the highest quality Australian made gear, then Ultra Vision, I reckon it's really worthwhile a look. One thing I would love is if they had a slimline bar which had only one row of LEDs, but therefore say 15 or 20 watt LEDs. I believe that's still difficult to achieve with the cooling, but that's something I would be keen to look into, having maybe a bit slimmer bar and only one row of bigger LEDs. Can't really say anything negative because I haven't discovered anything yet. As always guys, if you like my videos, please subscribe, like the video, and leave me a comment what you reckon. Is there any better light bar out there? I'm always keen to be educated. I'm always keen to discover other gear. So let me know guys. Hope to see you along the tracks.